Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all having a wonderful and blessed Sunday. Democrats in the House of Representatives just unveiled a new infrastructure bill. President Joe Biden has a new plan for Americans that are financially struggling. Here's your daily news report and fourth stimulus check update. The winner of this week's $75 Amazon gift card giveaway is Kenneth Gilliard. Congratulations, Kenneth. Next Friday evening, I will be giving away more $75 Amazon gift cards. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and please leave a comment below. House Democrats unveiled their own infrastructure bill that would address parts of President Joe Biden's American Jobs Plan as negotiations between the president and the Senate Republicans slowed down. The proposal announced by House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee Chair Peter DeFazio would cost $547 billion over 5 years, encompassing the portions of Mr. Biden's $1.7 billion infrastructure proposal that are covered by the committee. The legislation will be marked up by the committee next week. The bill, called the Invest in America Act, would dedicate $343 billion to roads, bridges, and safety, $109 billion to public transit systems, and $95 billion to passenger and freight rail. DeFazio called the legislation a once-in-a-generation opportunity to move our transportation planning out of the 1950s and toward our clean energy future. Senate Democrats are already laying the groundwork to pass a larger infrastructure package through Congress using the budget reconciliation process. It's a process that would allow the measure to pass without any Republican votes. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer indicated last week that the Senate would move forward with infrastructure legislation in July, regardless of whether Republicans and Democrats are able to come to an agreement. But Democratic Senator Joe Manchin said that he does not yet support Democrats trying to go at it alone to pass an infrastructure package, even as a growing number of his colleagues are running out of patience. During interviews, Senator Manchin made it clear that he wants talks between the White House and Republicans, led by fellow West Virginia Senator Shelley Moore Capito, to keep going. Manchin told CNN, "We need to do something in a bipartisan way. We're not going to get everything, but we can move forward. These take time. I know everyone is in a hurry right now. We've got to work together, and that takes a lot of time and energy and patience." Asked during a separate interview if Democrats should try to pass an infrastructure package on their own, Senator Manchin added, "I don't think we should. I really don't." So everyone, should Democratic lawmakers use the budget reconciliation process once again? Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Now, if you receive notices or forms from the IRS or the Biden administration about any of your stimulus payments, do not toss them out. Instead, save them until you file your 2021 tax return next year. The IRS was required to mail notices to eligible recipients for a variety of reasons. Most of the forms simply notified individuals of the amount of each stimulus check they received, as well as how much a payment was made. Some people may also receive forms letting them know how to claim the recovery rebate credit. The IRS says it cannot replace notices that are lost or thrown away, although you can still view the amount each stimulus check received in your online account. The final day to file your taxes this year has passed, but if you requested a tax extension, you'll still be able to claim your recovery rebate credit when you file your income tax return if you are missing a stimulus payment. Many people, including those who normally aren't required to file, will want to file a 2020 income tax return. Millions of Americans may qualify for extra cash by claiming their recovery rebate credit. The credit is essential to claim on the 2020 tax return if you didn't get your stimulus money or you didn't get all the money you're qualified to receive in the first 2 rounds of stimulus payments. So if you are missing any stimulus check, please make sure to claim the recovery rebate credit. President Joe Biden said America is on the move again after the latest jobs report showed employers added 559,000 jobs in May, closer to what economists anticipated after April's disappointing jobs report. While the president said he was extremely optimistic, he warned there will be bumps along the way and urged Americans to get it. He also said now is the time to seize on the upward momentum. President Biden indicated that he supports allowing enhanced unemployment insurance to expire in early September, following staunch criticism from business groups and Republicans that they're keeping people from seeking out new jobs. In brief remarks, President Biden stated, A temporary boost in unemployment benefits that we have enacted help people who lost their jobs through no fault of their own and who may still be in the process of getting it. But it's going to expire in 90 days, and it makes sense it expires in 90 days. So what are your thoughts on this, everyone? Should the $300 weekly unemployment boost end? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below.
You know, there is a study in the New York Times talked about that it found that the stimulus checks, the checks that, were the first thing that the Biden administration was able to get through. A new analysis of at the Census Bureau argues that the two latest rounds of aid significantly improved Americans' ability to buy food, to pay household bills. It reduced anxiety and depression, with the largest benefits going to the poorest households and those with children. That's actually unusual in American legislation. So that happened. What do we need to do next to make that sustainable?
Yeah. Well, Joe, and that's the key, sustainable, because we know it works, because every time we do it, it works. So the bottom line, what this resolution is saying is the congresspersons are finally taking up the agenda of the movement. And the Poor People's Campaign agenda is we must have the resolve. There's not a scarcity of money or scarcity of ideas. The scarcity is in political consciousness and social will. So we need first things like that permanent. We need to change how we measure poverty. We need a living wage of at least 15 that will address the 32 million people who work for less than a living wage. We need an infrastructure that targets poor and low wealth community. We need health care for all. We need full and protected and expanded voting rights, because all of these things are connected, and we need them made permanent. We need to use the tax code to address poverty with earned income tax credit and child tax credit. But these have to be a part of a full reconstruction. You can't do a little piece here and a little piece there and wait another 20 years. We got 140 million people living in poverty and low wealth before COVID. 8 million more went into poverty after COVID. Billionaires made $2 trillion. Poor folk got sick the most, died the most, but have gotten the least out of the recovery. This is a wake-up call. And can it pass? No, without a movement, without us doing massive movements and having voting rights. That's why on June 7th, we're going to be in 47 states in front of House members' offices. June 21st, we're launching a mass assembly of poor people, low-wage workers. And, Joy, lastly, we are calling for 365 days of mobilizing toward June of 2022 for a mass poor people's assembly, low-wage workers, moral march on Washington. We are not going back on this, because we're talking about 43% of the American public and 30% of the American electorate that are poor.
So that is the end of the video for this morning. I hope you found this video helpful today. This coming Friday evening, I will be giving away more $75 Amazon gift cards. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, share the video, and please leave a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a very, very blessed Sunday.